We're live. We're live. Okay, cool. Welcome to another video of my Bate Borisov save on Football Manager 2020. Just done a little bit of sort of research, really, just on potential ways of reassembling my background staff. And one thing that I've noticed is that I don't have a director of football. So looking through kind of who we have available, I thought I'd look for an internal solution. And this actually works out really well. But if I go into training and I looked at all my staff, but I've got a coach called Uzakov, who I basically, he doesn't really make a difference, but he's good at judging player ability and judging player potential for the level we're at. And he's also good at negotiating, and it's the negotiating that's the tough bit. So if I was to say that I wanted him to be the director of football, those are the three areas that he gets, that he excels at, and actually is what's required. So I'm actually going to offer him a new position. Now, I've only just renewed his contract, so he won't accept it now. So I'm going to wait till the end of the season, and then I'm going to put him in as the new director of football, which solves that problem. It also frees up a space for coaching, which means that obviously I'll look nearer the time. But then what I will do is that I will offer or look for someone who can raise the bar a bit from Edgar Davids, who's only really offering 3 stars there. And then I think we'll be at a good level of coaching. Like, certainly it's not elite, but it is a good level of coaching. And then we can really start to bring these players on. So one thing about Uzakov, I think, is he currently a reserve coach? Yeah. So we just got to bear that in mind when we're trying to look for quality. But yeah, so that's the plan on that one. A few things to update you on as well. I've bugged the board and have got... so we're working on the club's youth facilities. As you know, I'm going to focus on youth. It's not what the club vision is, but when we go to renegotiate my contract, hopefully, I think that's an area that I'm going to be looking at, is trying to improve the youth facilities and just really work on bringing these youth players through. I also asked to upgrade our training facilities, and they wouldn't do it. So that's £825,000, and then our data analysis facilities as well. So yeah, by August, so that shouldn't take too long at all. Basically, I'm going to keep bugging, keep trying to get them to improve in that area. Now, manager performance surprises me, because although we've done all right in the competitions, the Champions League, and we've got the draw today to look forward to, the minimum requirement is to reach the 3rd qualifying round. I think we're in the 2nd, and that's what we're going to actually watch today. It's the 2 legs of that, and there's a sandwich game in between that I'm just going to play as well. So win the highest league, which at the moment we're first with a very small gap, but we're past the halfway point, which is good. But they've got a game in hand on that. So we have to... Oh, right, we have to win that cup. I was going to take that... Okay, well, yeah. So I was going to play the kids on that one. And I think we won the Super Cup earlier in the season anyway. So, but they're not judging on that. So I've already achieved next year's. So to be like a B at the moment, when the club culture, sign players from domestic rivals. Obviously, we signed that striker. Sign high reputation players. We signed that striker who's not firing on all cylinders just yet, and probably won't, at least for another season, I would say. And then play counter-attacking football, which I've got a little bit of counter in, but it's not. I think the on-pitch results are what are sort of carrying us. So oh, okay. So they liked signing this guy, and who we only signed recently. I guess, is he a rival? I don't know. But anyway, He's a youngster. He's been brilliant, Dragoon, the midfielder. And happy with the positive atmosphere. Transfers, generally speaking, I think they're being quite kind. There are a couple of transfers in there where the board... So this is the striker who basically has helped us achieve our club vision of signing, high quality players or highly rated players and signing from our rivals. He's a beast, in this league. He's not in the full terms, but certainly in for this league, he is a quality striker. And he's coming on, he's developing well. And they're really not happy that we paid 1.1 million. I think he's actually a good buy for 1.1 million. And all right, he's on a lot of money for the league. But, you need someone who's going to put the goals away. And in a couple of seasons, I think he's going to be a good player. So the fact that the transfer fee was 1.1, they're really not happy with. Whereas the fans don't care, fair enough. And I think he's been a good buy, Smirnov, but they don't seem to think so. And then these are under 18s, so it's really hard to get that balance, but we're doing well. So yeah, and we're well within our wage budget. Still got plenty of transfer budget available. So I'm hoping we get through this season. We renegotiate a contract, and I try and turn around and saying, instead of signing high reputation players, I'm going to try and get them to be more about developing from youth. We look at our club info and our facilities. Top corporate facilities, great. Okay, so that could below average data analysis. Obviously, we're working on that, and then good youth facilities, so we can push that up one as well. Exceptional academy coaching. See, we've got good youth recruitment here, and we can produce good youngsters. So really, if we can start working on the youth facilities and the training facilities, we can really start to be pushing for. I personally think instead of having to sign pre-made players, but be developing them, and I've already started working on developing players. I've got a bunch of 17-year-olds, so third round draws today. Let's get ready for the draw. Oh, it's been drawn. Oh, did I? So we got Bromby or Carrier Bag. That's a tough draw, isn't it? Let's worry about this lot first because they walloped their first leg opponents. But Bromby... I thought they were a good side, Bromby. But I guess I haven't loaded the league. But I think that's a tough draw. Carrier Bag, who often make it in the group stages themselves. So that's interesting. Okay. That's a tough draw, to be fair. I was kind of hoping we make it into the group stages, but that's going to be tough. I suppose next we should probably check on our I might move you out. And you? Who are you? Yeah, I can move either of those two out. I still think he can develop. These two don't need registering. Is it only one out, one in? Undo changes. Let's keep the keeper in. We're not going to need this left winger. They don't need registering. Cool. Okay, good. It's nice that you can sort of change registration in each sort of qualifying round. Actually, obviously, once you reach the group stage, it's a different story because we certainly won't get through the group stages. Good. Yeah, Filipovic. Oh, you're joking. Our keeper's been injured. That's what you need before a crunch game. 2 to 3 days. Oh, just enough to miss our. Just enough. Look at that. Just enough to miss that game. How's your luck, huh? It's almost as if it was contrived. Now I'm really glad I left that keeper in. Okay, let's go through the team anyway. So, Kopitovic, Volkov, Filipenko, Filipovic. It's about as strong as it gets. Got Jablonski on the bench. So who do we put? Because it's almost like a bonus that we get to put. We're going to put you, and you can be back up on the right. Skavish, who's done well. Are we at home? We are. Right, so hold on. You can't be available for the reserves now. When's the next reserves game? The 24th. So it's after our game, isn't it? Cool, yeah, you can go. And so can you. It's a shame. He has a bit of potential, but he's not going to make it. Stop offering for him. Don't have any room. And we have a reserves manager anyway. That's daft. Okay. First leg, we've basically got a full team apart from our keeper getting injured. It's the home leg as well. I feel like that loss of the keeper is really going to... Yeah. Squad number to be given to one player. What is he? He's going to be an advanced playmaker. Can't put him as a number 9. Who's Alexander Burye? Yeah, I'm going to have to do an overhaul of these squad numbers anyway. Give him 20. It's twice number 10. And he's going to be a number 10. Eventually. Yeah, who's Burye? I'm going to need to look him up. We're favourites. Okay, let's do it. Let's tell them I've got faith. Let's build their confidence up. Good start. Wow, we are all over them, aren't we? Right, and again, fantastic. Nekahaichik. Again, he's brilliant, isn't he? You know. If we can get a few goals in front. I thought this was going to be a tough game, I'll be honest. He's onside. I thought this was going to be a tough game. But it looks like we're wiping the floor with them. So the two wingers I'm probably going to put on. Which means though, Nekahaichik. Well, we'll see about physical condition and stuff. Shuriken. Oh yes. He gets his goal. But really, I want the three, 16, 17-year-olds starting to get time and we're a few goals ahead. Start to give them reason. Kopitovic. Nice. To be fair as well, like our defence, it's the midfield that needs a bit of TLC in terms of age, because we've got players who are old men essentially and verging on retirement. What a goal. Finish. It is a banger. 3-0 up just before half time. I'm going to tell them not to get complacent because some of them are already looking complacent. So all things being well, we'll put on Igor Stepanov. When you look at like... But when you look at, he's got a goal, he's got an assist, he's got... Ball in. Nice. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put on Trukov. Stepanov has had plenty of game time, so we're going to give you a start just because you haven't played a game yet. We're going to let you come on the right, even though Strasovic. And we're going to give Dimidovic as well an opportunity to develop. Oh, what am I doing? You're a left winger. Even though Nekahajcik scored a goal. Scored 2, in fact. Don't know, it's probably... I could put on Yablonski, but I think our defence have done really well. I tell you what, we are going to put on Stepanov. I think Nekahajcik deserves to stay on the pitch. Shurikin's got his goal. Let's bring on Stepanov. You know, you're talking about bringing on 3 teenagers there. 16, 17 years old. All we've got to do is keep it tight, make sure that they don't. I'm not even going to give any shouts. Let's see the game out. Cool. And what I'm going to do is play a whole bunch of 17-year-olds for the second leg, because that was way too easy. And the players that are going to be playing in that game are literally going to be Kapov at the back as well. He's going to get a run out. Demidovic on the left, Trukov on as advanced playmaker. You on the right, you up front. And give you a go in central midfield. I think he's been written off too early. I think he's going to play. He's going to be good. I think they've been really harsh on him. So we'll have to see. I'm going to make sure he develops. So all of those players are going to be playing in the next game, in the second leg. Torpino Zodino. I think they're considered another rival. Fierce rivals, Bate. That's interesting. You're considered a rival to us, but certainly not a fierce rival. Okay. Well, you're all going to get some nice rest anyway. What we'll do though, we'll let Yablonski play. Filipenko can sit on the bench. Or even sit this one out while we let... Where's our... There he is. And you, Komarovsky. Mm. I've got to start making time for him. That's the thing. See, even you, like, you know, you're only 21 and been playing well, actually. See, the problem is if I play too many youngsters on the bench, which, by the way, I need a keeper on the bench. He'll be all right by then. If I play a keeper on, if I play too many youngsters, if it starts going TU, there's no plan B. But I want him to get game time. Or even if there's like an injury. I'm going to take the risk. Yeah, who was that number 10? Like, I've never... Let's keep the match fit for now. Just it's more about just getting them out there. Give them a bit of game time so they don't get restless. So in the reserves, who was that player? It was him, wasn't it? He's a right back and he's a number 10. Well, he's going out the window. I'm going to basically be completely overhauling this squad in the summer. It's literally a case of like making do with what we've got until then. I mean, 9th in the league. We should. I know it's a derby game, but you know we should be all over them. Good crowd expected. Yeah, it should be. Derby game. Let's see what I'll... It is away. Bate must... Okay. And you got injured. To be fair, of all the players to get injured. think we'll play them off the park myself. You know, this is again, we've got our first choice starting 11. Got all these players on the bench. I that's the one thing I'm worried about, is if we get an injury, or if for whatever reason it's not going to plan. I mean, really, he deserves more game time. See, but he went off on international duty. Keep it as it is. It's doing us well in Europe. Praise him for doing well. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you taking the time to say it. When you've got players like that who are working so hard in training, Stepanov and him are the two that are always working hard in training. But what I like more is the fact I don't have to criticise anyone for a poor performance in training. Stop making offers for him. I'm trying to stop him from getting... That's a really good offer, that one. What is my asking price for him again? $240. If I get 240, I'll be pleased with that. Right, so I guess causes for concern. Filipovic isn't, for some reason, happens to be knackered for this game. Volkov as well. Yeah, we're a bit knackered. Blame it on the travel. Can't be playing Filipenko now. Yeah, they all played for the reserves, didn't they? Alright, well then we don't have a choice now. Let's do it. A squad number to give one player. It's probably the defender, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, do I give him number 6? Oh, be brave. Young Tony Adams. Let's do it. If it's a derby game, we'll go passionate. Let's go. Good, you're motivated. Look, most recent derby games, we haven't really turned up, so it'd be nice to see. Nothing apparently happened. Simple balls. Kopitovic. Nekahajczyk. Filipovic. Dragoon. Remember, you're getting a rest after this game, so don't be. Kopitovic, ball in, come on. That pen? What's going on? Who's taking it? Don't you dare miss. Was it Dragoon? Let's put it away, 1-0. I always feel like until we get the first goal in any game, it's always that fear. I think probably because the early on in the season we were struggling to score. Until we get that first goal, I always sort of worry that the game's just gonna peter out. But that's really good. Let's praise the boys. Although from what I can remember, that usually goes down badly, doesn't it? No, fired up. Good. Right, Strasovic, get on it. Who's helping him? What kind of a ball is that? Come on. Safe hands keeper for our debutante. We don't seem to be playing our sort of more like fluid. Like we're taking some really daft risks with passing. Like crossfield. Beat your man. Beat your man. All day. Oh, what a header. What a header. So our two central midfielders have scored. Banger janger. The second goal certainly settles me down a little bit. Oh, it's a lovely little move. Out. Right. And there we go. 3-0. Berezkin. No. Who knows? (3-0) in a derby game just before half time's not bad though. Berezkin's picked up a knock. Filipovic, oh what a run. Go on. Oh God. Alright mate. If you can hold off till half time, Berezkin. Shame he was playing well. Got himself a good goal. Alright. Let's make a tactical change. So, part of me wonders if instead of putting Trukov on, we've got our 3 goals, why don't we give this guy a game? And play him. Just as a ball-winning midfielder in defend mode. Then you can play as a deep line forward in support mode for now. Now that may seem like a really daft plan, but I just want you to get some game time. And I don't think you're anywhere near as bad as what people are saying. So, let's do that. There you go, we're still threatening going forward. Right. Next change. Kapov is coming on for Yablonski, who's looking complacent, and I never like to see that. Plus also he can't pass, can he? Vision, passing, technique. Yeah. So you're getting your debut. And Demidovic didn't come on last time, did he? So he's going to come on in a minute for Nekahajcik. In fact, let's do that now. And then we'll see the game out. Just praise them. You've got 3 youngsters on the pitch and you're still doing well. Be great to get another goal. Kopitovic. Shurikin. Demidovic. Oh, it's our young, well, hot prospect, Demidovic, who spanks it in the top corner. I don't think he's got a very high finishing stat, but that. Great finish. 4-0 in a derby game. Can't really ask for more than that. Yeah, we'll take that all day. So how did our substitutes? Kapov. I think that's a really harsh rating for him. Team talk. Good. And then we go on to the Champions League qualifier. Cool. So let's try and give some of these players. So Kapov is the centre back. So he'll be at left centre back. Demidovic starting as the left winger. Trukov as the attacking midfielder. You're up front. Midfielder centre right, I think. As in the more defensively minded. Yep. Dragoon, you deserve a rest, so we'll put in Smirnov. I mean, have we got anyone? So let's have a look. Let's deselect all the ones who are not teenagers and see who we're going to put in. I feel like Volkov needs to play still. But can we play Yablonsky instead? Because number one, he wants game time. Vision, passing, technique, maybe. We'll take you out for now. You never know. See, he's a player who is not bad on the face of things, but he just I never gave him an opportunity. So maybe I play Yablonsky again just to give him more game time. See what we've got. I must admit, I don't want to throw the game either. This is the other thing. I feel like you guys still deserve Vadim Pigas. Not really. Right, you're going to get to play at left back because you deserve more game time anyway. And you are a first teamer. You're going to be on the bench because you're going to get some game time. Okay, so we're looking for a right back. I think you can play as the other central midfielder, as the box-to-box, because you deserve a bit more game time, don't you? Surprised you've played as little as that, but I think you were injured for a long time. And we need to rectify that, because you're... Yeah. So Scavish will get more game time. What do we need? A right back, so you would have been perfect. Oh, full training tomorrow? You might be alright. And I thought we were going to put Jablonski in. There you go. That's an alright side, that. You know, when you look at all the players that are not getting game time, like, okay, so a lot of these are youngsters, like new signings. Milic is the one. He's a good player. Striker, anyway. He's just not... You're going to get on. Then all of these players just get a rest, basically. So maybe Milic we put on the bench for Skurin. And Scavish for Strasovic. Because I think you're the 34-year-old. Yeah. So right, okay, on the bench we have got goalkeeper, obviously. Central midfielder, right midfielder, left midfielder, attacking midfielder, striker. It's only really a wing back. So that'll be Filipovic, just because he can fill in anywhere. Cool. 4 days time. I wonder what the score was in the other game, the Bromby. What was it? Bromby Carrierberg, wasn't it? Trying to really only sign Belarusian players. Kapov breaks youngest ever player records. Well, he's going to get a start in the next game. I just love that personality of Model Citizen. Look at his determination. Demidovic. Going in the right direction, isn't he? So he's 16 now. You wait till he is 18. Once he's 18, I will change his training, because at the moment I'm training him to be a complete wing back, and then I will change his training to be a defensive winger there. And then when he's 20, I will train him to be a wide playmaker. Well, we've received a bid for... Yeah, I mean, we walloped our rivals. I bet that went down well with the fans. Where did that come from? He's a player who's not got any of my... I love the way they make that offer. Right. Like non-negotiable. If you want him, you can have him for that price. No word of a lie. However, percentage of next sale has to be 50%. So do this at 7.25. I'll bring it down to 7. I want a percentage of the next sale. Cupoion Palisiera. I think that's how you pronounce it. I haven't heard anything about a youth intake day, and I'm wondering if that's because I don't got a director of football. Every year in November. Well, then we should at least be given an insight, shouldn't we? I would have thought. Like, what were we in? September? Coming in... July. Coming into August. I would imagine we'll be given some sort of insight, but I'm wondering if that's something to do with the fact we don't have the background staff. It's just what I can think. Nothing like an enforced save. Good. Yeah, I never had a backroom staff clear out. I guess the best I did was with trainers, coaches. No offers. Getting tired of these, Jablonski. I mean, how many games has he played? He's played more than that. Playing him every week at the moment. He's going to be another one that's going to fall foul of, like, just being just the wrong age for, like, my Project Youth. But look, it's a good return. Which is why I want to give him a bit more game time. Oh, poor lad. He's just gone out on loan, hasn't he? Oh, how's your luck? Poor lad. Not going to kick him when he's down, but he should be in the reserve squad, really. The offers are creeping up, and obviously I'm playing him more. Kopitovic, Volkov and Filipovic. Not surprised. And Strasovic. 4 of your players, right, including Kopitovic, Volkov, Filipovic. Just name them all. Strasovic was in there as well. But yeah, the back line was good. So we're going to stay on positive. The risk here, and I need to make sure that I've got either Dragoon or Barga as backup, because they're so central midfielder Nekahajcik. He'll be all right up front. I might even put Dragoon and Barger on the bench, actually. Because then he can swip in there. And he can come on there. I think Kapov will be alright. It's more the familiarity of the positions that's worrying me now. We got a 4-0 first leg lead. I mean... 40 years old. Wow. Player of the match. 31. Yeah. It's definitely a place where you go to retire. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to develop the players from young. Offers made for Yablonski. The offers are going out. Reports on Kapov progress. Has performed especially well in training. No progress though. Well, we'll see, won't we? Belarusian Cup. We haven't even played the second round yet. I mean, do we care who we get? They're the league below, aren't they? I don't think we really care. Like, who did we get? Bottom of the league. I'll take that. Probably play our youngsters again. But let's not downplay our first opponents. He says fielding a bunch of 16-year-olds. Okay. So we need to make sure... Okay, you're on the bench. That's fair enough. You're our defensive midfielder, aren't you? Yeah. In case he has a howler. Because he's the one that's, for some reason, not well rated at all. People just don't rate him. I think he's going to be alright. Really do. I think he's going to be alright. And... you did alright last game anyway. You're playing out of position, but again... So we've made sure we got the central midfielder on in case it all goes TU. You're a right midfielder unless it goes TU. You're a left midfielder unless it goes TU. You're going to come on anyway, but I think Trukov will be okay. Stepanov is used to playing up top anyway. Yablonski, you're getting your game that you wanted. How are you? You're alright, because you were injured, weren't you? And again, we've got all positions covered. And we're 4-0 up from the first leg anyway. This is away. Can be a little bit tougher. Right. So you should know better because you're a little bit more experienced than the others. I have faith in you. Looked even more stressed. What the... And all right, you, I get that. How does that work? I've said to one of them I've got faith in them. And then the other one I've said there's no pressure. We're playing in blue. Oh, hello. We can't concede this early on. We're all over the place though, aren't we? Winners. Right. Well done, chicken feet. Chikan. Shishkan, I guess. Right, Kapov. Easy balls. Demidovic. Good. Smirnov. Vodka. Nastasic. Oh, and again. Smirnov. Oh, he's hit it. He's hit the beans. He's hit the beans on toast. So there you go. Let's praise them. See if anyone gets stressed out by the praise I'm giving them. Oh, why are you playing it back there? Can't make up for your mistake. Win the ball back. No. Winners. 15 minutes in. It's a little bit frantic. What do you expect when you're playing a bunch of kids? Yablonsky. He's hit the wall. And again, Yablonsky. Oh, this is not looking good, is it? Let's be honest. Giving the ball away. Right, Smirnov, Demidovic. Run at them. Go on. Oh, it's not a bad try. It's not a bad ball. Right, again. Great ball out to Demidovic, who loses it. And again, see, that central midfielder, he's supposed to be the one that, if you like, is the weak link and, you know, he's not going to amount to anything. I think he's doing quite well at mopping these balls up. Demidovic, Smirnov. Oh, he's hit a banger. He has hit a banger. It's the vodka man. He's hit an absolute banger. We like that. And just for that, your name's Vodka. And that's settled the game now, hasn't it, really? There was a bit of back and forth. They had a couple of chances. And we've kind of... I mean, especially the away goal now. Don't let performance levels drop. Oh, who's stressed now? The vodka man. There you go. Right. And you again. He's not exactly playing. You weren't that bad, but I still have faith in you. Good. Right, let's do it. 45 minutes. They've got to score, 6 goals now, isn't it? Come on, right winger. Do this. Great ball through. Come on, Stepanov. Oh, that really would have killed it. The game's over now anyway, but sort of games that you want to start seeing players take their chances. I'm just wondering. Let's do that. More so because those two players deserve a bit of game time. To be honest, that Bez Martini's getting on my wick. I think he's playing better than 6.4 from the highlights I've seen. I'd rather play him at right back. Let's put him on, even though he's worthy of the break for this lad, who, quite frankly, has done nothing but get on my wick. I feel a lot less. He's complacent now. Every team talk I've given, where I've been demanding, he's looked either stressed or anxious. And now he's complacent. Anyway, look, it's going to take something daft for us to concede. 6 goals. So we'll play either Brøndby. Arsenal am I being daft? Anyway, I think once the vodka man scored, that was it. Pleased with that. So what? Because was it Brøndby and Carrier Bag? Brøndby won 5-1 on Ag. So we'll be playing Brøndby in the next round. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what, they're really cramming these games in, aren't they? We've still got a cup game to play. Has it been pushed back again? This cup game's never going to get played. It's already been pushed back once. But that's cool. So what I'm going to do is I will play the energetic game off camera and then come back for a stream of Brøndby. This league game. Oh, fruity. Second in the league. Yeah. So for the 2 Brøndby games and Shakhtar, who are these? 13th in the league. Hot prospect Krilnovic. Doesn't look particularly great if you ask me. But overall, really, really pleased to give some 16-year-olds a little bit of game time. I probably can't be quite as giving for the league games because I really want to win it. Obviously, where are we in the league? They've still got a game in hand. They must have dropped more points then. And actually, if we manage to get a result against them, did they drop points? Because they were second at first, weren't they? Oh, against them. There you go. If they can take out each other and we can just keep, that's a big game though. If we can get a decent result there, I've got a little feeling we'll get turned over, to be honest. But if we can get a result there, you're talking about 8 points clear with 11 games to go, and you're sort of talking one hand on the cup, really, aren't you? I think so. If we can get a result there. In the meantime, though, let's worry about these lot. They're 13th at the moment. Players should be rested, obviously, because of this cup game. I can't see it being any other than our win, to be honest. So, to be fair, he's done all right in goal. Has he conceded a goal yet? I don't know if he has. One in the cup. Who was that against? Must have been. Anyway, okay. 3-day. I'm tempted to just play this game. Do you know what? I'm just going to play this game. Let's do that. So, let's really cement this. Yeah, not a fan. Right, Kopitovic at the right. Then again, we want to be saving. I'll tell you what. Let's put in our first choice first. But this is a game we should be winning anyway, even with a weakened squad. So Kopitovic, might give him a game. That's the ball player, isn't it? Let's keep you in. Keep you two in. Nastasic. Again, he's not bad. He's had quite a few games rather than... Yeah, they're on level pegging. I might give Nastic a game because I feel like Filipovic, we want fresh. I don't want him picking up any injuries. We're going to let you play. So it's only Kopitovic. And that Bez Martini. What we'll do is we'll put you on the bench. You need more game time, Scavish, so we'll play you and have you on the bench. Right, now in midfield, I feel like you've done enough to play. I think you had a good game, to be honest with you. I think they're being really harsh on you. But still, we're going to put you, because you're our ball winner. Yeah. Yeah, and Dragoon, you're going to stay having a rest because you're our box to box, right? Yeah. All right. Demidovic did absolutely fine. I'm going to put Neko Hajcik on. Or do I give you a start on the left? Let's give you a start on the left. We'll let you start, but what we'll do is we'll put Berzerskin. And Shurikin. I mean, that should be enough, shouldn't it? We don't need both of them on the bench, do we? So if it's going well, we can bring on the wingers. And if it's going badly, we can bring on these guys. And then we've got, again, if it's going well, you can come on. You're there. So again, if it's going well, you can come on, and then we can rest the right back. You can come on if it's going well, just for a bit of game time, as can you and you. These three. We'll have to make a judgment call there, but one of them. We could even do a bit of jiggery pokery. But anyway, and if it's going badly, you two are coming on to save the day. Energetic BGU Minsk. Probably another one of our rivals. Everyone seems to be our rival. Oh, a transfer offer. Well, no. I don't really want... I don't want him to get injured. Let's give him 20 minutes just to stay in. Milic, you can do what you like. Same here. You need game time. I think you're picked, aren't you? Thought I picked you. Let's have a look. Available for reserve squad, 45 minutes. Then let's see how many of these players. So you're picked. Sin unavailable. And these are all players that should be getting a rest. Dragoon. 20 minutes just to keep you sharp. Strasovic, unavailable. Nekahajcik, unavailable. Volkov, unavailable. In fact, yeah, if you're at 100%, you're not playing. Filipovic, unavailable. You're getting 20 minutes just because you're only at 94. I don't know how, though. Okay. See, look, stop making offers that I can't negotiate on. If you want him, I want 50% of the next sale. I don't care too much about the fee. He's only on 100 quid a week. But I want that 50% sell-on clause. That is a must. Yeah, no changes to make this time, I don't think. You count as under 21s and you're homegrown. Yeah, agreed. This worries me a bit, to be fair. But they're 13th in the league, like, you know. Scouting meeting, okay. 16-year-old central midfielder, Ukrainian. It's not enough. Continue scouting him. So acknowledge that for now. Again, why are you telling me that? Find out more. I'll acknowledge for now. I'm not going to scout them yet. We've I don't want 32-year-olds. See, he could be brilliant. I wouldn't know because there's not enough information. Right. Energetic BGU Minsk. Can't scout any more competitions just yet. We're not getting enough information as it is. Dragoon, Player of the Month award. Congratulations. Love that attitude as well. Way to go, Dragoon. Yeah, he's doing well. Oh, that's nice. And I got Manager of the Month as well. Good. Well, that's nice. Hopefully when I go to renegotiate my contract, we can start talking about monthly financial. Overall balance, secure. We should be. We're well within our wage budget. Monthly shirt sales, 4% down. Merchandise income is out. FFP's fine. Made a loss of 625,000, but there was a lot of like contract signings, I think, and obviously we signed a few nippers. So Kapov is getting a game. It's still Trukov is getting a game, and so Stepanov. So we've still got quite a few youngsters out there. So I will do this one, then we'll take a rest. Right, team talk. For the fans. Why is Jablonski stressed? Jesus. So we're playing in yellow, are we? Let's fire them up. We're already looking good. Vodka. Barger. Jablonski. Playable. Don't hold on to it for too long. Barger. Release the ball, boys. Quicker. I've said higher tempo of passing. Jesus. Williamson. He's taking a pot shot, and I don't think we could break them down, really. Come on, let's get a bit creative in here. Inspired by the feedback of getting creative. Okay. Far from pleased. I expect to see a lot more from you lot. A lot more. A few chances created. This is a... Right. 60 minutes have passed nearly. Maybe I'm a little bit early. 59, 60. Shuriken. Oh, Shoryuken. Truckle for Berserkskin. Not too worried about the centre back partnership, because they haven't offered anything going forward. Just those two for now. But we should begin to see something. Come on. Nothing's happening in this game. Scavish. You see, this is the problem when you gamble. Alright. I could do that. Would that be a better move? No. Right, who else can I bring on that's going to make a difference? Right, finally. Great, Williamson, get on that. At least we've made a chance. And almost straight away from the change of formation, has to be said. Or have we? Are they going to hit us on the counter? Ball over the top. Let's try and win this ball back. What a tackle. Kapov. Nice. And again. Oh, you are joking. Not good enough. We're going to give Kopatovic a rest because we need him in the next game. So it's a gamble that didn't pay off, to be honest. Come on, Scavish. Fuck's sake. Not good enough. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening in this game. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Far from pleased from that result. Seems demotivated. Oh, fuck off. You want to be demotivated? Be playing better. Stats. 16 shots, 7 on target. Pathetic. Hard-working students. What really annoys me is that if we would have won that game, we would have basically had one hand on the league. When was that? Very disappointed at our defeat against Dynamo. When was that? That was ages ago. It's 20th of June. We're in August. Right, okay. So I'll come back. Bromby away first leg for these 3 games. because they are big games. Bromby, obviously, for a qualifier. This because they're second in the league. Well, they're third now. So we're going to play our full strength squad. No messing about for all three of these. Well, at least the first two. And see where we are for the Bromby game. After that, we've got Belishna, who are 11th, so actually higher than that team that somehow, remarkably, we just lost to. And then we've got the the Belarusian Cup against the team division below. We can play the kids for that, so we'll probably be watching that as well. And then you've got Ruk, Slutska, Minsk. I mean, all of these games we can probably... Ruk are there, Slutska and Minsk. They're all bottom of the table. You know, we could probably play some of the youngsters. We've still got Smolakovi, whoever they are. So in fact, actually, that September should be a good month. Depending on what happens here. So hold on, our most recent loss to Energetic. Done my best to play an extra game. How does that work? We lost one game and all of a sudden they're able to overtake us. That doesn't make any sense. How does that make sense? We were like one... I'll have to watch it back. But we were like about to go... I suppose we're about to play them soon anyway. So why haven't they been playing football matches? What's their excuse? They're about to play Islok tomorrow. And they got a cup game, then they got us. Let's have a look. We might as well, for the sake of a day, move the game on, see what the final score is. Don't need to take part in that. I thought they had a... Oh. 2:30. Right, 8 o'clock in the morning. Part of me wants to watch it. At least they're away. Where it is, look. I don't need to register any more players. I'm fine with what I've got. Absolutely fine with what I've got. See if I can sell him on. That annoys me that he's number 10. How bad is that? That annoys me that he's a number 10. And he's a right back. But anyway, confirm selection. Post-match analysis. Brilliant. Of course, it's transfer deadline day, isn't it? Faces Inquest. Give you Faces Inquest. Right, so that game's about to kick off now. Okay. That's not bad. Dynamo Minsk drawing, right? So they're going to be our. So that game in between is a crunch game now, and if we win that, we'll be 48 place 43, but they'll have a game in hand. Okay. All right, let's call that a day there. If you've watched it, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, no worries. Feel free to subscribe if it's something that you want to do. If you're enjoying it, I'm going to continue playing it. I'll probably put another one up or stream another one a little bit later today. It's got a little bit of housework to do. But yeah, otherwise, I think it's quite an interesting league to be involved in. We are quite dominant. But I'm just really looking forward to this Project Youth really taking its shape. That's what I'm all about. So, I think I've been a little bit heavy on playing the youngsters, and it is a balancing act. But look, who knows? All of these players have good potential ability. It's just a case of just making sure it's a balancing act. And if we can start playing these youngsters and getting them at least sort of 10 games this season, I think is a good number to look for with these players. If we can get them sort of 10 games under their belt in between now and the end of the season, he's had plenty of games already, so he should be sort of feeling the benefit of it. But these other players, if we can get them 10 games in between now and the end of the season, including Cup, including like second leg in when we're 4-0 up, including sort of like gimme games, then I think that we could be in a good position where we start to say, hey, next season you're going to be, instead of being, if you like, a weak link, you're going to be players who can start playing. And we really, the two that we need to start looking after are you and Demidovic, mainly. Because they're the oldest. They're the ones with the oldest players to replace. So righto, we'll leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe if you have watched this. And if you're enjoying it, as I said, I will be uploading more or less every day now. So yeah, hopefully see you guys soon. Bye bye.